Hello guys, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Well, today we have the Oppo A9 2020 and it is up against the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And today we are gonna do a comparison on both of these smartphones, and this would be the most quickest comparison, and after watching this video you would be able to draw the basic sketch that which one of the phone is best made for you and which one of the phone you should go for. So let's begin. Starting from a very basic point, the front display on the Oppo A9 2020 is an IPS LCD with 16 colors, while on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, that is one of the best displays in the market and in my hand right now, it is a Super AMOLED with 16 colors and 521 density of PPI, while on the other hand the Oppo A9 2020 has merely a 270 PPI density. So that is a big contrast between the two phones. Let me tell you that the Oppo A9 2020 is in space purple color and it was released in the month of September 2019. So this is the most recent phone, and today it is up against the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, which is in matte black color and it was released in 2017 September. So it is, the difference is almost of 2 years difference between both of these smartphones. And one thing other, as I was talking about the display, the Note 8 actually comes with a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection, and that also extends towards its back, while there is no protection for this, and this is only an IPS LCD. Now moving on towards what's on the inside. So this one model, which in my hand right now, has an 8 GB of RAM and a Snapdragon 665 chipset, while on the other hand the Samsung has a 6 GB of RAM and a chipset of Exynos 8895. So now you might think that with an 8 GB of RAM, how much faster would it perform? What would be the logical thinking of how much faster this phone is going to perform than the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, or the result would be conversely? To find that out, click on the link given below, because we have already done the speed test on both of these smartphones. So you are gonna find that out in that link given below. So click on that if you are interested in the speed test between these two beasts. Now moving on towards the camera. So as you know that triple cameras are right now trending, and as you can see that, let me just zoom it in for you. As you can see that on the Oppo A9 2020 they have actually taken it to a next level by introducing 4 rear cameras. That is quite tremendous, while on the Samsung Galaxy we have only 2 cameras, a little lower than the Oppo A9 2020, but it is gonna give a tough competition because the 2 cameras are actually dual cameras with 12 megapixel. One camera that has an aperture of f1.7 and is a wide angle lens, while the other is also a 12 megapixel with aperture of 2.4, that is a telephoto lens. Now moving on towards the Oppo A9 2020, that has a combination of 4 cameras. The one is 48 megapixel camera, extremely heavy camera, that is with an aperture of f1.8, there is a wide angle lens, and another 8 megapixel with aperture f2.3, that is an ultra wide angle lens, and another 2 megapixel with aperture of f2.4, that is a depth sensor, and one extra camera that you can see here with below this flashlight, that is also a 2 megapixel camera, and it has an aperture of f2.4, and I'm not sure what is it gonna do, what's main purpose it is for having it here. Now moving on towards the front cam. So on the front cam you can see here that it has a Note style front selfie cam. Let me just zoom out so that you can see here the display here. Yes, though it has a little thicker chin and bezels, and on the top you can see this Note style selfie, while here the bezels are completely not visible. The bezels, you cannot see the bezels here on the Note 8, but it also has a chin that is thicker. The Note 8 is more edgy than the Oppo A9 2020. So the front selfie cam is actually a 16 megapixel with aperture of 2.0, while here on the Note 8 we have got a single front selfie cam that is an 8 megapixel with aperture of f1.7, and that is a wide angle lens. Moving on towards the back where the fingerprints are, the fingerprint on the Oppo A9 2020 is actually in a position that is more reliable and more accessible and easier to approach than the what we get on the Note 8. It is actually on the right side of the cameras, so that is actually harder to approach, and this is not much reliable while you are browsing to your phone and doing some sort of stuff. Then you just lock it up and you wanted to open it up again, so then it doesn't reach here. You would have to move or shift your phones a little bit inside your hand. Talking about the battery, so on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 we have got a 3300 mAh battery. That is a little lower as compared to the what we get on the Oppo A9 2020 is a 5000 mAh battery, but it lacks the fast charging function while the Note 8 has the fast charging function. But one other thing that the Note 8 doesn't support, it doesn't have, is the reverse charging function which we get on the Oppo A9 2020. So you can use this phone also as a backup charge device, or I can say as a power bank, because it has a 5000 mAh battery and it also provides a reverse charging. As far as the size is concerned, so you can see that both of the phones are almost the equal amount of size. So if you have this in your pocket and if you are moved from one phone to another, so you aren't gonna find it different inside your pocket because the size of both of the smartphone is almost the same. Yes, there is a major difference to the design. Guys, this was the video from us, the comparison from us for today. Drop us below a comment that what you think of both of these smartphones and keep watching us.